everyone, it's Sergey with Julie, and we just opened up a new YouTube channel. And today we're going to be going over the 5 things we liked about the Amalfi Coast. So we have point number 5, which is the views were literally breathtaking. So after a full day of traveling, we had like over 15 hours, and then once we reached the airport, we had to drive in 1.5 hours to get to Amalfi, and our eyes were literally shutting closed. But as soon as we saw the view, like we literally came alive, and it literally like took your breath away. So when people say like the views are breathtaking, that's not an exaggeration. Like literally my breath was like taken away, and after so much travel, we were just up and running and super excited. So
point number 4, the food was absolutely amazing. Specifically for us, we really enjoyed the tomatoes. The tomatoes are grown at Mount Vesuvius, meaning the soil there is super rich and the tomatoes become super flavorful and delicious. And when you have it on a piece of toast, it feels like that's all you need. You don't need any protein, you don't need any ham. It's just so flavorful and so packed with nutrition that you feel like that is enough for you to satisfy yourself. So we love the croissants there. The pastries are really delicious, and just being able to be there and taste food prepared by the Italians was amazing.
yeah, and they talk about the pizza, you know, the pasta. Like forget about that. Like like for us, what like shocked us the most was just how delicious their tomatoes and mozzarella stuff like actually are. Like here in America, even like the homegrown tomatoes and mozzarella, like they're good, but like in Italy they're just on a whole different level. So that leads to the next point, number 3. So the water there is extremely clear. Me, for instance, like I love water, and I was absolutely drooling. Like I've been to different bays of waters, like the Pacific, the Atlantic, to the Gulf. And now this was the Italian waters, and the water is just extremely clear. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. You can, no matter what time of day it is, day or night, you can see all the way straight to the bottom, and the water is just gorgeous. And it is a little bit on the colder side, as opposed like say in America you go to Florida during the summer, but it's honestly not that bad. Like once you get into the water, your body gets used to it, but the clarity of the water is just, it's unmatched.
And that leads us to point number
2.
2.
Yes.
The people. I remember when we drove up to our hotel, we had people waiting for us. We had the hotel manager in front of the building, and he was waiting for us to come, and he grabs our suitcases, and everybody's saying bonjour, which is good morning in Italian, or buongiorno that is.
Yeah, buongiorno.
And it was incredible. They knew us, every single person there. We stayed there for 10 days, so we became familiar with the people there. I remember when we would go to get food, and the waiters there were so attentive to you. They would make sure that you had everything you need. We would have a dirty utensil, and they were there quickly getting you a new clean one without even asking. So they were there before you could even realize what you needed, because they were like on the watch, so to say. So we really loved it. It was 5-star service. It was probably the best service I've ever had compared to any other country I've been to.
Yeah, the people are amazing, super friendly. They're extremely hardworking. So some people say like the people like in Italy, they're more relaxed. Well, there's a difference. They're hardworking, but they're efficient in what they do. So like literally, there can be like one guy at a coffee shop, and he could be servicing like everybody all at once. They're just amazing, hardworking people, and we enjoyed that greatly. So on to our last and final point, number 1. So basically, you go to Italy, not just, I mean, you're not there just to like be there, but you go there for the history, the culture, and the architecture. So the history there, it's Amalfi. Like for example, our home base was Amalfi. That place was an old married town, kind of like port city. So there's a ton of history there. The architecture, you can see there's literal museums you can go in and learn about the Amalfi of what it had before. They have in the center of Amalfi, for example, they have the Duomo, which is the Italian way of saying the cathedral, and it's absolutely beautiful in there. The artwork they have in there, the architecture, it's nothing like in America. Like, America's a relatively new country, but Italy, for example, it has everything, basically everything you want. And in Positano, for example, beautiful churches, beautiful buildings, and they're old, but they're like well maintained. Same thing if you go up to Ravello, they had these old villas where super famous people used to live, like do their artwork, make music, and you could just like, it's kind of like going back in time in history, and you can see just like, wow, like this was living, like the views they had was just breathtaking, beautiful, super calm. And yeah, the culture there, it just has, you know, the classic Italian vibe, and in a sense it takes you back into the past, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Do you have anything else to say, Julie?
I know.
Well, you know, that's basically five of the things we really liked about the Amalfi Coast. There's, you know, clearly there's a lot more than that, but we thought these were, you know, the general highlights, and we thought we'd share our experience. We absolutely loved it there, and it was great. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a video after this which talks about the 5 things we disliked about the Amalfi Coast. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. Bye.
Bye.